What is up, party people? It's been a while. Welcome back to the Aspiring Actors Guide. And today we're going to be talking about submissions because in quarantine times, that is the only way you're going to get work.
It's the Aspiring Actors Guide to New York.
Right now, I'm recording this video on my iPhone. Just to show you how good of quality you can get from an iPhone. Not doing any external microphones or anything for the audio, just to show you that you can do it this way. You don't really need to invest in a fancy microphone or a fancy camera or a fancy tripod. I'm going to show you maybe two or three things you might want to buy to improve your setup so that it comes across looking as professional as possible with the bare minimum investment. So I'm going to show you a before and after right now of how this image is happening. Lighting. Good lighting is going to separate your video from a bunch of other actors' videos, because if you have good lighting, then the casting directors are thinking about one less thing. This is the natural lighting in my apartment. This isn't good lighting because it's strictly overhead. So I'm getting a lot of long shadows on my face, and you can see the shadows under my eyes. It's really hard for the casting directors to connect with you when you have an image like this. So I've got two lights, basically one light that's coming straight on and another light that's coming from the side. This is kind of a 2-point lighting system that's going on with, it's almost 3-point lighting with the overhead light. But if I turn this on, and you can see that I lose a lot of the shadows under my eyes. I've just got two clamp lights that I'm using for lighting in this. They're on a dimmer switch that I also picked up from Lowe's. It's pretty straightforward, and they're plugged into that dimmer switch, and I just leave them where I record my submissions all the time. I recommend buying bulbs for your clamp lamps that are a cool temperature, so it's more flattering, and dimmable, so that you can make those minor adjustments. And I'll put a link to the 3 things that you would need to buy to seriously upgrade your videos for like $60. Definitely a worthwhile investment, I think, considering the #1 way you can audition right now is via video submission. I mentioned that my background's a little busy right now, which is less than ideal. But one thing you can do if you have more going on in the background than you would like, you can tidy it up. Get the stuff that's going to pull focus out of the frame, like our bright yellow blanket. It's still not perfect, but to get the job done. So the first thing that somebody's going to notice in your video if you don't have a clean, like, white background is if your background is messy. Now, I may or may not have intentionally left our background messy to make this point. I didn't. I started filming before I cleaned up behind me. Ginny pointed out that maybe I should clean up behind me, but I'd filmed a lot already. So, like, now we'll turn it into a teachable moment. Right now I'm putting together an audition for Oklahoma. I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparison of my camera with a kit lens, but it's a larger sensor, versus my iPhone, and show you how much the lighting really makes the images comparable and worthwhile. If you guys have any questions, if there's anything you want to tackle, if you don't feel like I did a good enough job in this video explaining how to do submissions, comment below and I will try to do better next time. Thanks for coming out. Chase your dreams, and cheers. We're not doing the wine thing anymore. It was too expensive.